Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and another episode of the Island Preservation Challenge. So we got some interesting stuff going on today. We are, as we mentioned as we determined in the last video, we are very close to the end of this challenge. We have currently $2.4 million. We are on, let's go take a look at the construction. And so we are at 9 of 10. We need just a few planks long. We need a few prefab walls, about 3,000. We need 4,000-ish cement bags and about 5,000 furniture. I feel like we should be able to get that wrapped up in the next few episodes or in the next couple of sleep cycles. And then we have to buy all of the equipment or all of the land on the island, which we have not done yet. So the way that this is going to work, I think, until we manage to get everything complete, right? We're going to just keep making some furniture. We're going to keep making cement bags. We're going to keep making prefab walls. Oh, we're out of wood chips. I'm going to have to go get some more trees. So we're going to add that to the... Hold on, got to get my notepad. Got to add that to the list of things to do today. And we'll probably pick up 2 or 3 trees. Now, I'm not worrying about the tree ratio anymore. Mostly that's because, right, we're gonna plant a lot of trees. So I think we're gonna end up planting way more trees than we're gonna end up cutting down. So I'm just not worrying about it right now. All right, so first thing we got to do today is we have weeds. I think on this field 76. No, this big one 77. Yeah. So we're gonna get the weeder going on that. The next thing we got to do is we have a huge sale. This is everything that was laying around after we slept. It's July now. We slept at the end of last episode. So we're going to get this sold, but first I'm going to get the fent going on the weeder. We're going to hoe that field because we don't have a weeder, we have a hoe. So let's get that going. So like I said, I feel like the way that the rest of this is going to play out is that we're going to do, basically we're going to be sleeping in between harvests until we have all of the construction materials for the building, right? For the dream home situation. Once we have all of the construction materials done and delivered and the house is done, then we will start amassing money to buy all of the fields as well as remove our presence from the island, or as most as we can. We can't completely remove it, right? Because, you know, conceptually we're going to need money to maintain things. So I don't know exactly what we're going to do about that. But I think that the bigger buildings, the productions that we don't need anymore, I think that we are definitely going to get rid of those. And I would kind of like to get rid of the farms as well, since they're a little bit unsightly, I suppose, from the island. Yeah. All right, so we got the fent running on the weeder. He's on a worker. And we'll go and we'll get the Massey and we'll sell off all this stuff. So what are we going to get? $460,000. That's not bad. All right, let's run back. And basically, we don't really have very much to do today. I think I will clean out the productions. Oh, we got to go get a tree. So we'll go get some trees. But other than that, I don't think we have very much to do today. So these next couple of episodes are going to be pretty short because we don't have very much to do. And yeah, I also would like to report good news on the pig sitch. This morning when I was doing my chores and I moved all the pig food, we had exactly enough pig food in the production to fill up all 3 pig barns to 100% and no extra. So yeah, I mean, that's working out great. So we're just going to keep that rolling for the time being. And as long as we can keep the farm factory production full of vegetables and the items that it needs to continue making the things that it's making, that are making pig food as a byproduct, we should be good to go. And that would be sustainable. So I see no reason that wouldn't be. So I expect that will be the same. So, as far as stuff that needs to go away, I feel like we're going to keep the pigs, probably. We're going to keep the greenhouses. We're going to keep the production. I'd like to keep the soybean factories, but I don't know how practical that is. I did go in, I'll just show you real quick. I did go into the productions and turn on the soybeans and manure because they aren't producing enough to keep 2 soybean factories running. I do think they're running enough to keep 1 running, but I don't think 2. So I turned this one on, and this will give us a total of what? What's that? 32, 24. 24 soybeans per cycle. 24 soybeans per cycle times 264 is 6,000 times 3 is 19,000. That should be plenty to keep the soybean factories running. So we need 10 times 648. That's 6,480 times 2 is 1296. So yeah, we should be able to we should be making enough if we just look at the math to do all 3. So we'll see. All right, let's grab a couple of trees. I don't feel like these red pines are big enough to bother with. That might be a Scotch pine. This guy looks like a decent size. Let's grab you. Why aren't you lowering? Get low. Get low, buddy. Oh, I guess I didn't have that selected. All right, so that got us 27,000 wood chips. You know what? I'm just going to stop there. I really don't want to fill up our production with wood chips and not be able to use them. So I'm really trying hard to just put in enough to get the parts that we need and not any more. I know that it technically doesn't matter, but I don't want this to just sit here. In any event, yes, we're going to end up selling all of this stuff, the sawmill, the carpentry, and the cement facility, because we absolutely are not going to use it again. I have no intention of making more constructibles, and we aren't selling these products. So, in my opinion, that means there's no reason to continue making them, or even have the productions for that matter. So, we'll get rid of them when we go and sell off all our stuff. Of course, when we sell that stuff, we're going to get money for it. I don't know if it's going to be a whole lot. I suspect that it won't be enough to move the needle in the direction to which we need to move the needle in, right? All right, so let's go check on the fence, see how you're doing. All right. I think that we will finish this up. Let's put some lines on. Yeah. All right. So I will finish this myself, and I will. We'll move on to what's next when I'm finished. just wanted to pop back in here and tell you, I started, oh, I started playing with this new mod this morning. I don't know how new it is. It's new to me anyway. It's called Headland Helper or something like that. And as you can see, it's following along the disconnected headland path, right? And I'm not doing that. It's doing it by itself. So just FYI, it's a mod, and it was in the latest. I saw it. I think it was yesterday or the day before. But whatever. It allegedly connects the disparate pieces of the helper automatically for you. So I just wanted to pop in and tell you we're almost finished with this field, obviously. But I wanted you to see how it works. It seems to be working okay. It did look like it tried to, reach a little farther, but, whatever. It's okay. You can see here, this ends, but it automatically picks up to the next one. You see, it's a little bit off, but, obviously the lines are a little bit off in that respect there. So I think there are some settings in the mod that you can change a little bit about how it behaves. I haven't played with it at all. I literally installed it and I didn't do anything. I just started working this field. So could be a handy mod. I know that a lot of people dread the headlands because they seem to be a kind of a pain in the butt. I know the worker really struggles with the headlands. So, it's not out of the ordinary that people would not like doing the headlands, but, it's kind of necessary. All right, so another field done. And I don't think that we really have very much to do. We did our sale. I did chores. I made sure everything was full. I think that right now, I think we're gonna end up sleeping until harvest time, until one of these fields is ready to harvest. And I think that that's probably 2 or 3 months. But we can't really afford to sleep for more than 3 months, because then our productions stop producing and things are going to back up and all the rest of that kind of stuff. So I'm not going to sleep more than 3 months, but I do think we are going to sleep. Take a little vacay for 3 months. We've gotten everything that we need to get done, I believe. But I will do a quick, check. Don't want to be in another situation where we come back from vacay and things are not great because I forgot to do something. So I'm gonna run around right now and make sure that everything is copacetic, that we're full on everything we need to be full on. And see where we're going from there. We got water, we got water, we got water. Okay. See how full these guys are on manure? I would say the manure is catching up. So we got 44,000 liters in there. We are 100% full on food. We have no slurry. All right, good. I think that we are good on everything. Let's take a look at the carpentry. So you got 3,000 planks. You're making 2,000 of the furniture. We got almost 1,000 liters of cement bags. And we got 1,600 liters. Oh, all right. I got to turn the planks long off. We don't need anywhere near that many. Let's go. We'll spawn these. And let's go and bring that over to the construction. I kind of don't want it to finish while we're sleeping. I'd like it to finish where we can see it, right? Or shortly thereafter anyway. But I think we only need a couple of hundred planks. We certainly don't need this many. So I will dump these planks. Whatever's remaining, I think we'll probably dump them into the carpentry, so since it can use them. Whoa. Oh wow, that was close. So, I also don't know what to do about this. Should we fix this? Is it broken? I kind of like that it's underwater. It gives the illusion that the island is not connected to the mainland. I kind of like that. It's like a secret tunnel-y kind of thing, you know? I don't know. Yeah, alright, so it didn't take it all. And that's fine. We knew that that was going to happen. Alright, let's see... Oh, let's see what we got. Oh. Okay. So, we're good on planks long. We're good on planks. We need some prefab walls. We need cement bags. And we need furniture. Yeah. So, I think that what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the yard. We're going to dump these planks. Well, we're not. We're just going to hold on to them for the time being. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure if the construction's going to need more. I think that because where we're at 9 of 10, we probably won't. But I don't know. So we're just going to hang on to them. I doubt I can get them out of the carpentry if I put them in there. So we'll just hold on to them for the time being. Just going to leave that right there. We're going to run over here. We're going to get a little snooze on. And we're going to come back. Alright, let's go and get our sleep on. So, I will bring you guys back when we have finished sleeping. Alright guys, we're back. And we're obviously going to have a lot of chores to do. Looks like everybody is full. That's good. I did dump whatever soybeans I had into this production. So, let's get on the chores. And get that done. I'm going to refill the water probably first. Yeah. So anyway, let's get I'll get the chores done. I'm going to load up the flatbed cart. And I will bring you guys back before we do a sale. Alright guys. So the last thing I got to do before we load up all of our inventory is to grab the soybeans out of here. And we have quite a few. We have 18,000 in each one. So that means that our greenhouses produce 6,000 a month total, which is great, right? So that's 2,000 a month each. Is that right? 18,000? No, each one produced 6,000 a month. I'm sorry. Anyway, oh, this is not gonna. Anyway, I brought you back just so we could see, you know, what we're doing over here. And obviously we have a couple of fields that are ready to harvest. That was the point. And I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to finally buy a harvester. I know we're at the end, right? Why bother now? But, you know, I'm going to dump half of this in here, and I'm going to dump half of this in this one. And I'm still, the jury is still out on whether or not we're going to keep 3 going. But as you can see, it's still halfway full. So, right? What does it matter? It's just going to sit there and keep on cranking. Now, these are full. They can't produce any more because we got to empty out the items, right? So let's do that. I don't know why I went this way. That was the wrong way. All right, let's go pick up the flatbed, and we'll get these productions going again. We do need to drag a bunch of stuff over for the construction site. I'll go and I'll clean out those productions, and whatever we have at the moment is what we're going to take over there. But first, I want to get those soybean facilities working again. So let's go and clear all this out. We got a lot of salt. This is going to be a huge sale, and that's good because we need some big uns. I figure we're going to need at least $6 million. I need 3 to buy all the property, and I'm thinking at least 3 to do all the landscaping. I don't know. I know that landscaping is not cheap, and we're going to be putting in trees. I wasn't planning on putting in tree saplings. I was going to plant regular trees. I got a whole bunch of decoration packs with different kinds of trees and stuff, some tropical looking ones. So I think that that's what we're going to do. Oh, I don't think we're going to be able to get anything else. Okay. So we have 36,000 soybeans. Oh, wow, look at that. That's got another full. All right. Let's see if we can pick up anything else, if this will let me. Good old auto load. Doesn't look like it. What about the hats? Doesn't look like it. All right. Let's go run out and we'll sell this off. And then we'll have to come back. All right, 452,000. Not bad. Not bad. So that gives us a cool 3.3 mil, which is technically enough to buy all the property on the island. I think. I don't know for sure. Like I said when I first looked into this, I didn't do the math on the exact amounts as it pertains to how much it's going to cost, right? I just eyeballed it. I basically said each one's 40,000. So I don't think that it's going to cost actually that much. In fact, it probably won't. It should be less than that. So we already have enough to do that. And I think we're going to buy all the land on the island before we start landscaping. I think that just makes sense logistically speaking. So that we can do the landscaping however we want, wherever we want, and we won't run into any issues. You're not going to let me pick up that last one? Are you serious? All right, well, maybe we'll make 3 trips this time. Oh no, what's the problem here? Why can't I get that last one? Was I too far away? Maybe I might have been too far away. All right, let's see. Whoa. Careful. Careful. I'd like to not have a tip over. What do you say? No tipping. All right. Good, good, good. All right. I think that's everything we have that we can or that we're going to sell at the moment. So let's get it over to the shop. All right. So we're hoping for big money. Big money. Come on, big money. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. $837,000. So that was almost $1 million bucks. Just that right there. Well, that's pretty good. All right, so we're going to get back to the farm. We're going to... Oh, we got to get a harvester. You know what? Before we take care of the construction site, let's get the harvester bought and going on these 2 fields. So I think we're going to get that case. I like the case. Yeah, I don't see any reason to pick a different one necessarily. So I think that's what we're going to do. We'll grab that case with the 15-meter header. All right, let's go to the shop and get that. The AF11. We'll put the long pipe on it. There's nothing to do. It's perfect just the way it is, I guess, allegedly. And then let's grab the header. Yes, 15.2. Do we want transport wheels? I don't think we're ever going to be transporting this, but why not? And I don't like the little flag. So whoever, whether it's the US or Europe, whoever's got the little flags I don't have to deal with, I like them. All right, there it is in all its splendor and glory. Our $740,000 harvester. That's a lot. All right, let's get it going. Which fields are we doing? Is it this field? No, it's, of course, it's not this field. I went this way for nothing. It's those 2 fields over there. And I'm stuck on the fence. All right. So we're going to get this going. I guess I'll grab the cart. Yeah, I'll get the cart down here, and I'll get this guy going on a courseplay worker. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Let's do that. All right. So because this is new, right? It's new. We got to set it all up again. So we will do that. Combine self-unloading. Yes, we do want to make swath. We're going to set this to 20, and we'll set this to, let's say, 16. Alright, now specify the field position. We want 2 headlands. We're going to start on the headlands. We don't want any round corners. Alright, generate coursework. Alright, go. I don't think we're going to need the cart for anything. Oh, wait, pig food. What is the pig food sitch? Oh my God, 245,000. Do we need that much pig food? Yeah, I guess we probably do. All right, that's going to take a minute. So let's, I'll do that. I'll probably do that at the end of the episode today. Our pigs aren't in risk. They aren't at risk for starving. So we will delay that because it's obviously going to take multiple trips. So I'm going to get the cart down there so that the harvester can do its business. And then we will bring it on back, or bring everything back to do this stuff. We'll put this guy over here. I think this is probably going to be close enough. I don't know. I don't want to impede the harvester. So we'll see if that's good. I'm going to leave the fent there for the moment. All right, let's go and get the flatbed for the construction materials. Let's get that going. I'm just going to leave that those planks on there just in case. It's not hurting anything and we may need them. All right, so let's go and eject some stuff. All right, let's go get it. I don't think that this is enough materials to finish, but I think we'll be getting pretty close. So let's go see what we got. Oh boy. Those trees, you know, they just jump out in front of you. I'm just driving along, minding my own beeswax. Tree, boom! You know, not cool. Not cool, tree. Alright, so let's drive this through and see what it takes. Oh. Okay, I think that's all for the prefab walls. Let's get out, take a look, see what it's telling us. Alright, so we need 5,000 furniture. Okay. So we do need more furniture. We need more cement bags. We don't need any more wood beams. Well, I don't know if we need more furniture. I can't tell. We're just going to wait. It says that it needs 5,000 furniture to move to the next step, but it says that it has 6,000 in there, so I don't know. We're not doing anything else with this at the moment. We're just going to let this cook. So, I am going to no, I'll just pick all this stuff up. We'll bring it back. Of course it's not going to fit. Why would it all fit? We'll make it fit. Okay. That's fine. That'll do. Alright. So that's cooking. We might finish this episode. That would be awesome if we did. Then that means that we can just buy all the land and then start landscaping. I'd kind of like to buy all the land so that I know how much money I'm working with and how much more I need. And then we'll start doing the landscaping. Apparently we don't need the whole slurry sitch, because we aren't using the slurry for fertilizer. We've put down exactly 0 fertilizer on the fields, which is fine, of course, right? We obviously didn't need it. I would have preferred to have it, but I think having it in the greenhouses was absolutely critical, and we did. So, problem solved, right? Alright, let's go and check on the harvesting. I don't think that we've done one harvest together, have we? I don't think we have. We might do that. Let's see what the sitch is. Now we're just cooking it up. Alright, we're going to take this over.
Like the morning, mouth wide open like they yawning. Every time they see me, they in G-Shock. Homie, this is too far. Homie, I feel too alive. You can see me like Illuminati. You can see me like Illuminati. But I'm shining so bright, so bright. Don't come and try to share some of this light, no. Give me a beat and I control it like a maestro. Ladies on a mission, they be trying to get me wiped up. Shawty, wait a minute, can't tell if I like ya. Gotta make sure you know how to shake it like a bartender. Team with me and they all winners. And you know we ballin' all winter, all summer. Jewelry around my neck is lightning, but I'm all thunder. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Place your bets on us. Get your money and flip it, yeah. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Place your bets on us. Get your money and flip it. Bring a friend and come along. Don't be taking too long. The vibe's too strong. If you don't know how to move, then we moving on. Ain't no way rhythmic feet up in this place. If you can't catch the feeling, then get out the way. I've been reeling and fish from the lake. They keep saying I'm down to earth, but I'm really out of space. All these women aliens, super foreign, so exotic. Hop in the Mercedes Benz, and I got them crushing like ice pouring above. It's overflowing on us. You drop it, then pick it up. I think I'm falling in love, but shawty, this isn't what you probably thinking it was. It's a vibe out, cooling it for the weekend and such. You gon' find out once you come on and bring me that up. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Place your bets on us. Get your money and flip it, yeah. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it.
Alright guys, so we harvested our canola and one of our soybean fields. And so of course what's next is we got to turn over these fields. I don't know where I'm going to put the harvester. I'm thinking over here maybe. Just kind of parking it on the beach. That's probably not a good idea. I kind of, well, whatever. The header is big. I don't want to deal with dragging it around, so maybe we'll just dump it over here. Maybe this pad over by the hatitude adjustment is where the harvester lives. And I think that that is going to be good enough. Let's go get our soybeans. So we ended up with 22,000 liters of soybeans off of this field. I don't know if that's great or not. It's 22,000 liters that we didn't have before. And I'm guessing that this is going to go into number 1 and number 2. That would be my presumption at the moment. But before I do that, I want to check and see how much is in each. All right, you got 28%, you got 26%, and you got 58%. So we can split this half and half. So we'll dump 11,000 in here, and then 11,000 in the other. All right. So you're at 39%. You should be roughly around the same. Yeah. All right. And there you go. All right. So now we got to turn that field over. Return those fields. It's 2 fields. So we got to get the mulcher, and we got to get that oilseed radish planted. So we need to mulch, we need to plant, and then no, yeah. Well, this is a direct drill, so we do not need to cultivate in between. Of course. Let me grab the mulcher. I think I had it on the front of the machine, which is why it is backwards. Alright, I'm going to throw this on here, let it get mulching, put it on a worker. Yeah, alright, so do we need to... We do not need to cultivate this field before we plant oilseed radish on it. We do not. So we are going to, we do need to mulch. So we're going to mulch, and then we're going to plant soybeans. I want a lot of soybeans. I want to fill those productions up, and I'd like to fill up our silo with soybeans as well. So I think that if we replant these 2 fields and get them in soybeans, that we will have the ability to fill up our productions and put some on back order for in our silo. So I will bring you back when we're done mulching these fields, and I'll get the planter going. So we're going to mulch, and then I'll bring you back when we're planting. All right, guys, welcome back. All right, the mulching is done. I just got the seeder set up on the Fendt, and I put him on a worker because we need more cement bags, and that last batch of stone I dumped in the silo, not in the cement factory. So while I was mulching, I realized that I need to go and move these stones into the cement factory. So like I said, I put the seeder on a worker, and I am going to dump these stones, and then we'll go seed or plant the oilseed radish. That's what's happening right now. The oilseed radish is going in, allegedly, as far as I can tell. All right. There you go. All right. Let's get back onto the Fent. Actually, you know what? I think what I'll do is when we're doing our last field, I will bring you guys back for that one. All right, guys. So here we are. We're just wrapping up the last few bits of the last field we need to plant with oilseed radish. And I thought I'd bring you guys back. So we don't really have anything else to do today on the farm. I don't think we have enough stuff to do a sale per se. So I think we're just gonna call it an end. We're gonna have to sleep, and then once we sleep, we can cultivate and replant these fields with their appropriate crops, right? With the soybean that we want. And then we got to get them rolled and all the rest of that kind of stuff. So I think we're going to leave that until the next episode. So I hope you've enjoyed the episode today. And if you did, I'd ask that you leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the very next one. Thanks, guys.